Oh, 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 oh. I've been thinking about you all day. When I finally get you right here with me. Yeah, we both know why you came. You think the same thing. We on the same page. You ain't gotta be my girl. And I ain't gotta be your man. Cause titles they get so confusing. And I already know them secrets hit the floor. They won't be the only thing that's going down. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freaking things that you can't imagine. Yeah, so baby, no titles, you can do what you like to. Freak up inside you, and get that out. Start tonight, baby, no titles, baby, no titles. I've been thinking about you all day, trying to figure out why you had to make me wait for that. Told me that you ain't that type. You say you need some reassurance in your life. Well, I ain't trying to put my name on it, but I'm gonna put my name on it, girl. We ain't even gotta try to make it fit. What we got is better than relationship. You ain't gotta be my girl, and I ain't gotta be your man. Cause times that get so confusing. And I already know the secrets hit the floor. They won't be the only thing that's going down. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freaking things that you can't imagine. Yeah, so baby, no titles, you can do what you like to. Freak up inside you, don't get that about you. Sound tonight, baby, no titles, baby, no titles. What you let me put it on you, baby? You gon' feel like my girlfriend. What we got is so special, babe. We gotta label it. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freaking things that you can't imagine. Yeah, so baby, no titles, you can do what you like to. That freak up inside you, don't get that about you. Something baby, no titles, baby, no titles. Now that's how you start the show. I'm gonna run that back while we are waiting for Tra Kyng to jump on. I'm gonna run that back. Um, Welcome to the Indie Rollout Exclusives. I am your host, Rema the Great. I am having a wonderful Saturday. It's like really dope. This earring is just like sticking all the way out. It does not want to just hide like the other earring. I wish it did though. So what have we been up to? So this year already started and people are already going crazy. There's a bunch of people taking over the Capitol, and a lot of people had things to say about that. Me personally, I mean, it just shows what happens when you put your mind together and work together as a collective. I mean, we could look at all the negative of it, but I liked the idea of
coming together, what it looks like to come together, and tear some shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt about it. Besides that, I heard about the verses. I did not watch the verses of Ashanti and Keisha Cole. Personally, I don't think that was one that people really was looking forward to. You know what I mean? I mean, like, if I had to think about like a verses, like who would it be? Right? Like, who do I think should be in the verses? I don't know. I want to see something like Eve go up against like one of the old school hip hop artists, maybe they should bring it up to something new and do Cardi and Nicki. They got the money. I don't know why they wouldn't do it. So we're still sitting here waiting. I just wanted to go live, let y'all see my beautiful face. How you doing? How you doing? We're gonna play some more music and I will be right back. Throw that titles back on.
I've been thinking about you all day. Glad I finally get you right here with me. Yeah, we both know why you came. You think that the same thing. We on the same page. You ain't gotta be my girl, and I ain't gotta be your man. These titles they get so confusing. And I already know no secrets hit the floor. They won't be the only thing that's going down. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freaking things that you can imagine. Yeah, so baby, let's ride. Can do what you like to. Freak up inside you and get that emotion. Sound tonight. Baby, no titles. Baby, no titles. Oh. I've been thinking about you all day, trying to figure out why you had to make me wait for that. Tell me that you ain't that type. You say you need some reassurance in your life. Well, I ain't trying to put my name on it, but I'm finna put my name on it, girl. We ain't even gotta try to make it fit. What we got is better than relationship. You ain't gotta be my girl, and I ain't gotta be your man. These titles they get so confusing. And I already know the secrets in the floor. They won't be the only thing that's going down, down. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freedoms that you can imagine. Yeah, so baby, please, you can do what you like to. Freak up inside you and get that about you. Sound tonight. Baby, no titles. Baby, no titles. What you let me put it on you, baby? You gon' feel like my girlfriend. What we got is so special, babe. We gotta let go back. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freaking things that you can imagine. Yeah, so baby,
We will run this back as many times as we need. There we go.
Hello.
Hi, Jay.
What's going on? What's going on?
Uh, I had to. I threw back titles like a few times. So we're gonna get into that in a second. I would
Okay.
like to see your face. Can I see your face? I need you to. There you go. There you go. Happy Saturday to you, King.
How you doing? How you doing? Happy Saturday.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the indie rollout. I am so happy you are here. It feels like I've been listening to this song forever.
Okay.
um, so how are you today?
I'm all right. I'm tired, a little drained. I had my video shoot 2 titles yesterday. I'm drained. I'm good though.
I bet. So we gonna do this a little fun. You all right with that?
I'm all
Can we
right
have
with.
some fun? So I'm gonna throw you a good question and I'm gonna throw you a random question, and we just gonna mix this shit up a little bit, something different, keep you woke for a little bit, just a little bit.
I got you.
I bet. So first and foremost, tell everybody a little about yourself, where you're from, why the name Tra Kyng. There you go.
Okay. I'm actually from Detroit. My name is Trey Shine. So at first I was going by Trey Shine. I'm like, okay. I feel like
Let me
I'm a
see your face. Let me see your face. There you go. Go ahead.
So I feel like I was a king. So I always say, okay, what's different? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, Trey King. I picked the name Trey King. It's dope. It stands out. I feel like I'm a king. I feel like I'm the true king. So I chose Trey King because it was similar to True King. Uh, so I picked that name. I'm from Detroit, but currently I stay in Alabama. I've been
Okay.
in Alabama for like 4 or 5 years. Been here since school. Ever since school, I liked it here, so I stayed here.
All right. So now off question. You ready?
Okay.
What is your favorite Alabama food? Like there has to be a restaurant that you absolutely like or adapted to since you've been there.
Okay, it's this restaurant called Jim and Nick's, right? They got the best barbecue.
What is your favorite barbecue?
Um, Ribs.
Baby
I
back or regular ribs? Like,
spare. I love they spare ribs.
oh man, that should sound good. I'm hungry already. All right, back to the real questions. You ready?
I'm
All
ready.
right. So tell us a little bit more about your influences in the R&B game. Like, who is some people that you look up to? Like, influencers.
Okay. As a kid, I always gravitated to Michael Jackson. That was a big thing inside of my household. Mike, like, very inspirational when it came to dancing. Plus, especially when it came to Baby Mike, when he was a little kid, I
I
feel like
love that.
he was a great vocalist at that time. As he got older, he became a great performer.
Yes.
That's my that's just my opinion. So Mike is in my top five. Mike is number one in the top five. Trey Songz is like really who gave me my push because in school it's like 2009. It's really like 2009 2008. Trey came out. The girls loved him, so everybody was listening to his music. So I just thought that I could sing, so I'm singing all his songs to the women. They liking it, of course. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can sing some of my stuff to it. Threw my stuff in, and they start falling in. So Trey Songz is one. Number two, Neo. I love Neo.
Nice.
I love Neo writing ability. So, he had the voice. He's a great writer. So Neo's number three. Um, I think Eric Villager became a great artist of mine that I look up to and really make me go harder. Because he's like a fresh sound. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let me see who else we have. Usher. Um,
Nice.
I was Confessions was like the biggest album for me when I
Was
learned that.
Usher was the one that used to walk out of his shoes, right? On the stage, dance out his shoes. I always get it confused, either Usher or Chris Brown. Somebody used to do that one, two. I think it was Usher. Used to do 1, 2 and slide out of his shoes. Do you ever see him perform?
No, I don't think it was Usher. I don't know. I don't know. I never heard that before. That's new to me.
Yeah, I'm a little old. I'm sorry.
But Usher is really one like he's from Confessions. That album really the one just made me
wanted to write more about my life. When I found out like he was really going through stuff when he wrote the Confession album, I was like, okay, I have to start writing my stories. It was when I got older, I started going through stuff. I can write about it.
Right. Did you feel that it was like therapy or therapeutic to like write about the stuff you was going through and then
It
sing it?
it was very better for me. Most people a lot of they shut down. They won't say what they're going through. I was one of those, but music was the outlet where I can really express myself.
Mm, nice. All right, silly question time.
Okay.
What's your go-to word? What is the one word that you are known for? Your go-to word.
Mm, dog.
Is that in like every other sentence?
Like I don't know. I have this thing where I don't know. I don't care what the situation is. I always say, only thing that matters is my dog home. So that means I share. It's like we most time you hear those is when someone getting out of jail. They're like, oh, only thing that matters is my dog home. So I mean, when it's like a moment where I feel like I'm at the end, man, the only thing that matters is my dog home. Or I'm always like, what up with you, dog? I'm always saying that.
I bet. So we know a little bit about you. I want to just spit that I had listened to. Shout out to Mac 357. I listened to your interview earlier this week and got a little bit. So I just wanted to confirm a couple of things. We're gonna get into titles. You're not gonna do it just yet, but I got you. I heard what you said. I got you right.
I got
I want to talk more about your starting off, how you started getting into R&B. Like why did you choose R&B out of everything else? Why did you feel the connection to that? Like how did you know you were singing?
you. I tell everybody, I really didn't know that I had the talent for real. For real. My grandma knew. She put me in the choir at an early age, and from there it was like, okay, what is I'm doing type of situation. Uh, when I started hearing people that was like, oh yeah, he can sing, or the choir sounded a little better when he got there. That's when I kind of feel like, okay, I got something. But
Nice. I
it,
heard
it
about a talent show. What's up with the talent show story?
all right,
Yeah,
this
I want that story. That's the one I want on my show.
okay. Um, let me see. So we was in high school. So the girls, they was like, "Oh yeah, he could sing." So this was one dude. He was a rapper, and he was like, "Man, you should enter the talent show." So I ain't know nothing about it, but all the girls was hype about it. So I'm like, "Okay, let me do the talent show." I do the talent show. No stage presence. I'm super stiff on the stage. Can't move around, but I can sing. I sing. So I do the show. They liked it. I said, "Okay, cool." So I'm like, okay, let me start writing some music or whatever it may be. I was already like entered like poetry slams and stuff like that. So I said, let me write my own music and see what it sounds like. So I did this thing where we recorded the music on little phones and try to make it into ringtones. So I did that, sent it to somebody, and she sent it. She was kind of popular. She sent it to like majority of everybody in the school. They started liking it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got something. And I started doing that, and I started really doing my real music. They started liking it and gravitating to it. That's when I was like, okay, I got something. Keep on doing it. They love it. If they like it, I know I got something. So I just kept doing it just because the women they was into it.
Nice. All right. So back to a silly question.
Go ahead.
What is your all right, now I ain't gonna ask you that. Do you sleep with socks on or off?
I take my socks off. I don't know. It's weird. I don't be like I don't like that rough feeling. I gotta be free.
All right, so now we go into another serious question. 2020 was like really crazy for a lot of people. Do you think that it assisted and helped your career because everything went virtual, or do you think that it put a lot of things on pause? Like where you like had plans for opening up, stuff like that, and it just got paused and things got delayed or whatever. Like how did 2020 affect you, your career, basically?
Um, I'm not gonna say it affected it. It slowed some things down, but I feel like I'm a spiritual person, so I feel like when things happen, it's really not. Things happen for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. So I don't feel like it was my time. It slowed things down and it gave me a different mindset and outlook on things. So before things got really busy for me, because I feel like it would have got busy for me that in 2020. It just slowed me down and they gave me that chance to really look and see who is Trey. Do I really want this? Why am I doing this? It gave me that mindset to think about those things. And then when I realized that I'm doing this because I'm passionate about this is all I know. This is what I do. I'm trying to make a career out of this. This is how I'm trying to feed my family out of this and
Right.
change lives. That's when I took the initiative and say, okay, let me focus on my brand and stop BSing, because I feel like I was BSing for a long time with my
Mm.
brand. Really, I ain't really had, I ain't gonna say faith in myself. But I was not as, let me see,
Going 100%.
I
Fuck
was
it.
not,
We're gonna call it for what it is.
yeah, I was
Going
not,
100%.
yeah, I was half assing.
Right.
So it slowed me down. I had to hear from 1,000 people, my team, of course. Other people like, you got to pop your shit. Like, you really dope. Pop your shit. So
Right.
when I found out I really had to pop my shit, it just gave me a different outlook. And now I got a
Right.
different mindset. So now I'm like, I got to go hard. It just put me in a better space. I'm gonna say that mentally.
Nice. All right. Silly question. This is a random question. Soup is cereal soup? Is cereal considered soup? Can you consider cereal soup? If so, why? And if why not, why not?
Nah, nah, nah. I feel like cereal is like, it ain't no soup. I feel like soup is something hot. You know what I'm saying? Soup is something like you
So
need when you.
cereal can't be hot? What
No,
about oatmeal? What about cream of wheat?
oh my god. Nah, soup is something that you need to the when you sick, you can drink some soup. When I'm sick, I can eat a bowl of cereal and think I'm gonna be better or feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm, I'm gonna keep cereal in this breakfast realm. It got not soup. It can't be soup.
All right. So back to a good question. All right. So where do you see your career going over the next couple of years? Like, where would you like to see it?
Oh, okay, okay. Um, let me put a little bit of sauce on that question.
Yes.
I don't. I can see my career popping off within the next few months. Um, I
Let's
got
go. Let's go. Let's go, Trey.
I got a strong team. We all on the same mindset. Uh, we got plans for everything that we put out. We have a plan behind of it. It's not just we put out this, put it out, and let's see what it's going to do. No, we got a plan for it. You know what I'm saying? So in the
Right.
next 2 years, I can feel like I can be more of a young icon. Um, some inspiration to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Especially find out my story. But with the 3 months, 3 to 4 5 months, I feel like we can move a few mountains within a
Come
few months.
on. I
So
love that.
I'm really trying to change for its writing. I want to give that within these 3 months. I want to give RB that face again. Um,
Yes.
that face, a young face. I want them to feel like R&B is where you can get your emotions out, because right now trap vibes is really where everybody go to. I don't know what's that about, but we got to bring back R&B where people can really like, okay, yeah, this is how I'm feeling, and they not afraid to feel that way. Especially men, we're not afraid to feel that way. So if a man really saying that, okay, this is how I feel, I was wrong for this and this song, I love this song because he was really talking his truth. Um, I feel like it can open up, it can make relationships a little bit better nowadays in this generation. It can
Right.
change.
So before we get into that, I'm gonna ask you one more silly question, but we definitely get into titles because I see where we're going with this. I see where it's going into. So here's another silly question. Is a hot dog with a bun a sandwich?
Yeah, yes, it's meat. Listen, meat, bread. Listen, is pork chop and two pieces of bread a sandwich? Yes, it's a pork
Yes.
chop sandwich. Hot dog. They just call it a hot dog.
But is it a
Meat,
sandwich?
meat and
Yes.
two. It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich. Meat,
I
meat and two
bet.
pieces of bread.
So let's get into titles. So I played titles earlier for those
Okay.
that's tuning in now. I'm playing again at the very end. So I was listening again to your interview and I was like, oh, we got to talk about this. Now, I understand that a lot of your music comes from life experiences and etc. Do you feel that the younger
True.
generation is easier to say we don't have no titles? Pretty much that's what you're saying in the song, right? Let's not have titles, let's just chill. Do you think that
Yeah.
it's a younger generation kind of feel, and why is that relatable so much right now? Why do you think it's relatable?
Well, I'm gonna say this. In this generation, we are nonchalant to certain things, and I hear this all the time from a lot of women that they be dating a guy and they ask a question, the guy blow the question off, or they'll try to, or they won't be real about what's what. So we hear this all the time from different. I hear this all the time from different females. Also, that if you want, these are their exact words. If you just want fuck, say that.
Right.
Because nowadays we get into a relationship, we get into a situation and treat it as a relationship, giving these relationship vibes just because we trying to fuck, but we're not being verbal. So me, I'm giving that stand like, if you just want to enjoy yourself and have fun and just have sex, is that's if you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, say that. So me, I'm just want them to know that we can be honest, you know what I'm saying, still enjoy ourselves. And won't be looking dumb at the end of the, you know what I'm saying, because it's gonna save the women the hassle, the arguments, the fights, the emotional drain. It's saving all of that if you be upfront. I mean, be upfront with them. So that's the reason why, like, you let them like no titles. Let's just have fun.
You know, I go back and forth with this because I am a single woman,
Okay.
and as an older single woman, I feel like I do want the romantic situation. And there's times where I like playing the field over being with one person because I don't feel like I could get everything I want out of one person. However, I
Right.
also do agree to the fact that we do not have the conversation of, hey, let's be in a relationship. It's like, all right, everybody pulled the condom off after the sixth fuck. So now y'all in a relationship. And that's not
Yes.
necessarily the case. You understand? Like, you
You
have
feel
to still have this conversation, and people are not having the conversation. So it's like, then when you do have the conversation to be told, well, hey, you know what, let's not have titles, let's just be having fun. I don't think it's like a everybody thing. I think it's just something that we accept and we're adapting to now,
hmm
because that's just what everybody is doing. I literally was on a dating app, I'm on dating apps, right, trying to find love and stuff. Hi y'all. So on dating apps, and this guy, right, I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute, so I swipe right, you know. And his first thing is, hey, listen, I just look for fun, just hook up. I'm like, this is not Tinder. This may not be Christian Mingle, but it's not Tinder. You don't
Gotcha.
do that. But it's starting to be like an ongoing thing right now. You know what I'm saying? So before we let you go, Trey, because I know you had a long day, tell us a little bit about what's coming up on the 22nd. You said you had the photo shoot today, the video shoot today.
I had the
What
video.
else?
I had the video shoot yesterday.
Yesterday. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Um. So what we got going on right now? We got a great show, Valentine's Day. We are dropping the actual. I don't even want to say that we dropping something special for you guys on the 14th.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be putting out little sneak peeks throughout there. I want them to be ready for this album. The album is going to be spectacular. It's pretty much telling the story, telling my story, of course, and I want the people to see where I was in the beginning, and then how I transitioned to a king. You feel me? How
Nice. That's right.
I was playing little boy games, and then I transitioned into a king. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on my self poppy shit.
Come
You know.
on. Say that
So
again. Say
I'm
that again.
now I'm on my self poppy shit. So
Yes. I
so
like that shit.
yeah. So it's pretty much, it's gonna be a dope story. It pretty much can heal some relationships that are kind of broken. Help men with different mindset of moving around. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest with these women nowadays, man. Stop
Yes.
trying all and just whatever you go through, man, it's always a growing process. It's happening for a reason, and I want people to know that. So that's just why I formatted the song the way I did it, the album the way I did it. It's gonna be dope. So the album is pretty much, we don't have no date yet for it, but just
Do you have
know
a name for it yet?
called Prince the King.
Prince to King. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like he's pretty much from being boy to man. How you
Yes.
be boy to man? So you know what I'm saying. We was at one point we was some princes. Now we on our king shit.
Yes.
So that's where I.
So do you Do you think that in the future, our future listeners, like your future fan base and everything, will get some like music that's coming up talking about commitments?
Listen to the album. That's all. Album. Y'all stay tapped, stay tuned in. Everything, man. You know what
All
I'm saying?
right. So let them know where they can follow you and all that good stuff. Drop everything. And I want you to give shout outs to everybody too. Like
Okay,
take this time to give everybody a shout out.
I got you.
Drop
Listen,
the information there.
okay, I want to give a shout out to you for allowing me to express myself, talking to you about
You're
my brand
welcome.
I got going. Uh, I want to shout out to my team for giving that push, even though I've been like a headache, but they still get through it. We still fight through. Um, and the supporters, because I don't know, y'all making things happen. Y'all making things happen. These shows, it's not happening just because I can sing. It's happening because y'all want to see me. So I want to shout out to y'all. I'm gonna have to supply y'all with more content, music. But y'all gotta stay tapped in. So tap in with me on my Instagram is at Tra Kyng, TraKyng. Facebook, TraKyng. Twitter, the same thing, TraKyng. Tap in with me, Tra Kyng.
Right. And they can hit you up and talk to you. You are not bougie at all. I want y'all to know that he responds to text, to DMs. He is really good with his response. So if y'all have ideas, y'all have comments, y'all love it, hit him up, okay?
Please tap in with me.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play back titles as we say goodnight. I love you. I thank you, King. I appreciate you for everything that you're doing, and
Like what?
being R&B is like bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that right now. We definitely need more R&B out here, and everything is just hip hop. So I just appreciate you and your artistry, and that's it. And I want to say thank you and thank everybody for tuning in. This is
Thank
the
you.
Indie Rollout, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you,
Thank
Trey.
thank you guys.
There we go.
I've been thinking about you all day. Glad I finally got you right here with me. Yeah, we both know why you came. We got the same thing. We on the same page. You ain't gotta be my girl, and I ain't gotta be your man. These titles that get so confusing. And I already know no secrets in the flow. That won't be the only thing that's going down. I say yes, but I need your body to make it happen. We can do all the freaking things that you can't imagine. Yeah, so baby, no ties. You can do what you want to. And freak up inside you and get that out.